this is Shantell coming to you live from my writer's room and on Facebook live from Center Stage Magazine's website. Y'all, woo, woo! They've got an awesome site. Please like it, follow it. They work with amazing artists and amazing up-and-coming artists, and so we're so excited to be here with you today. And the reason I wanted to do this album launch live from my songwriter's room is because this is where it all starts. And no matter where I've played around this beautiful world and met so many people along the way, this is really where it all starts. And Bill and I have written a lot of songs in this room.
Right here.
And I've had a lot of other friends in this room, and this is a special place for me. So welcome to my house in East Nashville. And Bill and I are going to play some songs from the new album that came out. Yeah, here we go. All my friends say don't give your heart away, and take you one kiss at a time. They don't know you and what a kiss can do. Baby, they're not on this ride. I don't see no slow down sign. Going with the way this feels, taking my hands off the wheel. Caught in the notion, it's got its own motion. Ain't no way to stop it. That's love on the fast track. Love on the fast track. Had some crash and burn, leaning the wrong turns, and everything's different this time. Not used to having a sweet distraction, something so good on my mind. I couldn't stop it if I tried. Going with the way this feels, taking my hands off the wheel. Caught in the notion, it's got its own motion. Ain't no way to stop it. That's love on the fast track. Love on the fast track. I got my heart on the wheel and foot on the gas. Love on the fast track. Come on, Bill. Going with the way this feels, taking my hands off the wheel. Caught in the notion, it's got its own motion. Ain't no way to stop it. I'm going with the way this feels, taking my hands off the wheel. Caught in the notion, it's got its own motion. Ain't no way to stop it. That's love on the fast track. Love on the fast track. Love on the fast track. Love on the fast track.
That was fast.
Yeah, Bill. What do you think it'd feel like to actually just be in love and let it take off like that?
You know, it's got to feel like being totally out of control, but you're okay with it.
There you go. I agree with that.
Until you hit that wall going about 90.
And then it's not love on the fast track anymore. So Bill and I have talked a lot about, we wrote that last song together, we wrote this next song together. This is a song about, what would you say, just the dark and light inside us all.
Yeah, I would say that.
all spirits on the road. It's some flesh and bone. Inside, face the flame, the dark light within. Heroes and villains, a tale as old as time. Always picking sides. Faith and fear, the love and greed, the wolf that wins is the one you feed. We're all spirits on your own track. It's a flesh and bone. Inside, face the light, dark light within. Heroes and villains. Straight or crooked lines. We made them all shine. We're all spirits on the road, trapped in midst of flesh and bone. Inside, face the light, dark light. Turn inside, face the light, dark light within. Heroes and villains. Heroes and villains. Heroes and villains. Ooh,
That's
spooky.
spooky.
That's
Spooky.
spooky. Spooky.
That's some spooky stuff.
So the thing I remember about that song in the studio is, remember you did those really growly,
Those low ones.
demented kind of harmonies. Like we thought we were going to have to get Bill an exorcist. He was getting such low harmonies. But speaking of the studio, one of the wonders of technology is that I can introduce you to somebody who had a huge impact on the project, and that is the producer, Bill McDermott. So through the wonders of technology, here's a quick message from Bill about what it means to be a producer. Take it away, Bill.
My analogy for producing is a lot of artists come in and they sort of know what they want, but they can't define it really, really clearly. It's sort of, I'll know it when I hear it. To me, it's like those home shows. You know, some people have that gift where they can walk into an open room and go, oh yeah, I know what we can do with this. And then, you know, you see the before and after and it looks like a masterpiece. But it's that same thing. That's really what a producer does, is just bring that, you know, raw vision of a room or a living room or a kitchen to life.
As most of you know who know my music, I grew up on a farm in central Utah, and Bill and I have traveled a lot together out there to play shows, and this was written on a trip out there.
Right on location.
Right on location. And sometimes when you write a song in the place that inspired it, I think there's a special spirit that kind of comes.
You soak it up, you know.
Yeah, there's something to be said for that. So anyway, this is a song about a place that I think all of us have, that kind of nostalgic place in our lives. Two-lane highway going 65 turns into dirt at the exit sign. I know I'm headed for a slow down fast. There's a farm that I'll go rolling past, where I dreamed away my summertime. climbing up and watching clouds roll by. Way back on a haystack, where the world seemed smaller and the days seemed longer. Time was fresh cut, and I'd give anything for a day back. Way back on a haystack. Oh, if I kissed you or you kissed me, the hometown air never felt so sweet. My hand in your hand and yours in mine, holding on as tight as Bailey's wine. Way back on a haystack, where the world seemed smaller and the days seemed longer. Time was fresh cut, I'd give anything for a day back. Way back on a haystack. What used to be a farm is history now. Memories spill over where the fence is down. Sometimes I wonder why I let you get away. Something beautiful still haunts me in this place. Way back on a haystack, where the world seemed smaller and the days seemed longer. Time was fresh cut, I'd give anything for a day back. I'd give anything for a day back. Way back on a haystack. Nice, Bill.
Huge.
So I'm going to ask you to tell the story behind this song, because it's not a song that I wrote. This is the only song on the project
okay.
that I didn't write or co-write. You know, sometimes when you're an artist, you feel like there's something missing, and I feel like this was the song that was missing for this project. And so I reached out to Bill, and he sent me the song. But tell me about who you wrote it with.
So at the time, there was a duo that I was writing quite a bit with, and they were called, well, they had a couple of different names. One of them was the Rumble Strips, and they were being produced by Trisha Yearwood's producer, Garth Fundus. And so we used to write up quite a bit, and we wrote a song for that duo, and the duo never came out, and the record never got made.
So I slopped up that leftover
Yeah.
song right
So
there.
you got leftover songs, you know, they're still good even years later, as opposed to stuff that's sitting around the refrigerator. So
Well, hopefully I did an okay job with
you
it.
did a great job. It's fantastic, beautiful, smooth as silk on glass.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, good. Well, I'm excited to play this song, and thank you for letting me record it.
My pleasure.
1, 2, 3, 4. Got used to the dark on the wrong side of lonesome. Then tore up, shot down, and then some. Well, I'm stubborn as could be. You'll have to take the lead. this wall, inch by inch, tear it down brick by brick. This might be the last time love will save me. Maybe be the heart that breaks me. Don't get me wrong, you know I'm guilty. So it might be the one for you to protect me. I know I let you down, but you still stick around. I wish I had the face to see what you see in me now. Don't give up, keep on trying. I'll say leave, but I'm just lying. Don't think for a minute that I don't wanna let you in. On this wall, inch by inch, tear it down brick by brick. This might be the last time love will save me. Maybe be the heart that breaks me. Falling for you crazy. Come on, baby, save me. Don't give up, keep on trying. I'll say leave, but I'm just lying. Don't think for a minute that I don't wanna let you in. On this wall, inch by inch, tear it down brick by brick. This might be the last time love will save me. Don't know why I kept you waiting. Maybe be the heart that breaks me.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's a pretty song.
it is a pretty
That's
song.
a pretty song.
Well, Bill and I, as most of you know, have been writing a long time, and this is a song we wrote with a friend of ours, Sarah Allison Turner. And she's had some successes here in the last little bit, so
Yes.
good for her.
Jackson.
Got some Alan Jackson cuts and whatnot. So sit back and enjoy this song that some of you might know. You were working the rails for Norfolk Southern. I hear that whistle at night running. Love was just like an engine humming, sparks, steam, and fire. Yeah, we ran on that for a while. It's the truth about trains as they come and they go. They get what they need, then they leave. Disappear to the black hole. The truth about trains as they leave you blue. Yeah, they can't feel old heart steel. That's the truth about trains and you. Love was wild like the West Virginia River. Promises you made, sure painted pretty pictures when you said those things, but your heart's still with her. Thinking that you'd always go back, like it means to stare down the track. The truth about trains, they come and they go. They get what they need, then they leave. Disappear to the black hole. The truth about trains, they leave you blue. Yeah, they can't feel old heart steel. That's the truth about
country music, you'll find a lot.
So my grandma and her sisters used to live in this little valley. And they didn't have telephones back then because it was in early 1900s. And if one of the sisters had news to share, they would put a little pink tablecloth outside hanging on the line, and they could see everybody's house because they all lived in this little valley. And that meant you needed to come to that sister's house at a certain time of day, and that's where they would share the news. So when Bill and I wrote this song, Somewhere in Utah, we were imagining what would be talked about around this table.
The old days.
In the old days. But the thing is, the old days are kind of still like today. I mean, this is still the kind of stuff people get together and talk about. Except, as Bill would say,
Instagram.
It's on Instagram. It's grammed instead. Old Helen broke her hip last week. Finally got her ride in a Model T. Daddy had to take her into town. Charlie and the widow Kate went to church on their first date. Guess her home cooking finally wore him down. They shared the news as fast as they were able. When they got called to a neighbor's kitchen table by the signal, checkered pink and white, store-bought tablecloth they'd hang out on the line. It was calling way before the telephone. The gossip and the gospel truth was told by the signal. Talked a lot about the war, who went into the liquor store, weddings, funerals, and the rain. They shared fish and lies and recipes, apple pie, sun-brewed tea, and who had another baby on the way. Hey, by the signal, checkered pink and white, store-bought tablecloth they'd hang out on the line. It was calling way before the telephone. The gossip and the gospel truth was told by the signal. Wasn't complicated like it is these days, 'cause the only way they talked was face to face. By the signal, checkered pink and white, store-bought tablecloth they'd hang out on the line. It was calling way before the telephone. Gossip and the gospel truth was told by the signal.
Yeah,
Bill?
that's a great story.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun to rewrite that story.
That was a good story.
Yeah.
You know, I think songwriters, we all love stories. That's just why we get into this, is because we love to tell stories. We're really storytellers at heart. And this next song is actually a song that I wrote with Donna DeSopo, who's another friend of mine. And sometimes it's not about a story you're telling so much as it's something you want to relate to people. And this is based on something that years ago I remember someone said to me, that the longest journey you take is the one between your head and your heart. And I think it's an old proverb that came from. And this song is really about just what it's like when you come into who you are and realize the gifts that you uniquely have. So for this one, I'm going to let you enjoy the lyric video.
Lost in the silence, hearing sirens in the dark. Fear is a liar, sets a fire with a spark. Don't let it take control, learn how to let it go. Life can spin you all around, shake you up on solid ground. It takes faith to face your doubts and find out who you are. You know it in your heart. When you meet yourself, take time to listen to the whisper deep inside. Follow your purpose, let your courage be your guide. Chase your future, live your dreams, be who you're meant to be. Life can spin you all around, shake you up on solid ground. It takes faith to face your doubts, find out who you are. You know it in your heart. When you meet yourself, love who you are, where you are. Life can spin you all around, shake you up on solid ground. It takes faith to face your doubts and find out who you are. You know it in your heart. Know it in your heart. When you meet yourself,
This is another song that I wrote with Donna DeSopo. Speaking of Donna, and Bill and I and a few writers, friends of ours, went out to Colorado one year, and we had a writers retreat out there, and Donna and I were talking about men, of course, and how we appreciate manly men. So we're going to play this one for you. and that was actually from a video that one of my fans put together for me. She was also a fan of John Wayne, and so she put together a video with the clips from John Wayne movies with that song. So you can look for that on YouTube. Speaking of social media, I would love it if you're not following me to follow me at Shan's Music on any social media outlet you like, including YouTube. And also want to, again, put out a shout for Center Stage Magazine, who's been hosting our live today. Thank you again so much for doing that. I want to share a couple more quick things about this record. And as you know, Bill, you've been in the studio a lot. The musicians really can add a lot to a song and add a lot to a record. And I was fortunate to work with some incredible musicians in this on this project. And want you to take just a minute to meet them and see their personalities in the studio. So here's a little bit about the studio musicians. What was it like playing with Reba?
It was great. It was great. Currently playing for Alabama, and that's a surreal experience because the first time I played with them, I was playing on Feel So Right, and I remembered that I danced to that song at the prom. So pretty fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
How cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for playing on my record.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So when you're playing bass in a session, what are the things that are going through your mind?
Don't mess up. No, serve the song and, you know, make everybody it's kind of like the tight end in football, you know. Sometimes you catch a little, sometimes you push people out of the way. Multifunctional musician.
What's it like being a studio musician, and what's the most important quality you have to have?
Being willing to try things. Not the money. Somebody's looking at me going, it's the money. No, it's being willing to try different things. And also all the people you get to meet.
Hey, what's up? What up? Keep it country.
Keep it. Is that even something in Nashville
No,
we
I
do
don't
anymore?
think so. No.
Show us what you got. Show us what
Oh,
you
it's my
got.
new toy here. This is the Procter & Gamble 2022 newest in silver and avocado green.
As far as the vibe for today, for your music, you know, I think it kind of reminded me a lot of sort of Alison Krauss, Emmylou Harris meets, you know, more contemporary country, Americana. I think when I first heard these songs, the first thing that came to mind was less is more, you know, trying to get production out of the way so the song could just be heard. Because they're such great songs. I don't think they need much other than to be heard.
It's a crazy world we're living in, and we all recognize there's a lot of unsung heroes out there. People taking care of us, farmers, doctors, nurses, people on the front lines. And this song I actually wrote with Bill a few years ago for my hometown 4th of July. They had a celebration called Hometown Heroes, and I can think of no better song to share with y'all, and just a gratitude, spirit of gratitude in this one for everybody out there. 2, 3, 4. Probably see them on the street most every day. They walk the walk, but they never walk to a hall of fame. They're on the job, giving all they got, and they never stop. They've all got something right, take so much for all you're doing out there. And this last song, I wanted you to hear what it sounded like as a full recording. So I'm going to leave you with this song, which is also an up-tempo, feel-good, positive song. I think we all need more positivity, especially in this day and age. And it's something that I wrote with my friends Corey Lee Barker and Delnora Reed. And we were talking about one of the mottos that I have in my life, which is curiosity outrunning fear. And we talked about how fear and faith are something that we all have, and how we shouldn't let our fear outrun our faith. So here's this song. Thanks so much, y'all, for joining us. And I'm going to leave you with this song. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Center Stage.
It's running head first into heartache before the walls fall down. It's going all in, knowing they could walk out. There's a million reasons why I shouldn't even try, but that's just not me. Not who I wanna be. Can't let my fear outrun my faith. I've come too far to hesitate. This is a chance I was born to take. Can't let my fear outrun my faith. It's the dream you won't stop dreaming when you're face down in the dirt. Never losing hope, even when